Hello and welcome back to the Leopard here on Mech Warrior 5.2, brought to you by Battletech Battles and Commando Gaming. What's Mech Warrior 5.2? Well, it's where we take Mech Warrior 5, we put a whole bunch of mods on it, and we can almost turn it into a brand new game. It's been playing really well, it's been a lot of fun. I really suggest everyone goes to Nexus Mods. There's a whole bunch of mods for Mech Warrior 5 since Piranha is providing very good mod support, and there's probably 4 or 5 new mods that come out on a daily basis right now, and you can actually stack most of them, and each one provides a significant enhancement to the gameplay. So I suggest that you all check it out. We're going to do about an hour of gameplay here. I've got a defense mission set up, so let's get right into it. One thing I really like is Piranha Games. Piranha Gaming did come out with a nice update a couple days ago, and loading speeds have greatly improved. Now this particular mission I did have loaded up before I started the video, but generally speaking, I think the load time is about 30 to 35% faster than it was in the past, so I really recommend updating the game.
Make contact with the friendlies and brace for hostiles to make them move.
Alright, I'm going with a relatively light lance right now. I've got my Centurion, I've got a Shadowhawk 2D, I have a Panther, and a Shadowhawk 2H. Not my most powerful mechs, but I'm trying to do 2 missions back to back. Right, so we got a spider to help us. And here comes the enemy. They're dropping right over there, which is great. So we can actually should be able to pick them off. Have a nice starting round mission here.
We've got your target, Commander.
Oh, lost lock there. Nothing worse than when you lose lock right after you launch. The missiles. We got some warriors coming in, so we'll take those out as well.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
My scope is lighting up with more targets converging on your
Should be
position.
another lance dropping. There it is on the other side.
Unable, Commander, sorry. Sorry, Commander, I can't attack it. On the move, following you.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Whoa! Watch your goddamn fire!
There should be an enemy lance over here.
Target acquired.
There it is.
Firing on the Commander's requested target.
Target acquired. Target acquired.
Enemy mech
Destroyed.
that J. Edgar. That was kind of funny. Like a micro mini machine J. Edgar there. That was kind of odd. Clearly a problem with the rendering.
Reconnaissance flights show increased enemy presence in the
We
vicinity.
should have
Be
another
on the lookout for further hostiles.
drop.
Target acquired.
There it is.
Copy. We're on it, sir. Positioning on you, Commander.
Let's go get those enemy targets.
Target destroyed.
Destroyed.
Oh, they dropped over here. Where'd they go? There they are. There's the locust.
Target confirmed. Firing.
Target acquired.
Eyes up. Enemy forces closing in. Missile down. We're on the lookout. Yes, Commander. More hostiles inbound on your
One
position.
more enemy
Get
group.
ready for some company.
No problems at all. That helo VTOL got out of range just as I locked. Eat that.
Target acquired.
Target down.
Alright, we got 3 more targets. Looks like we have a Centurion.
Target received. Engaging.
Missile.
We hit that arm on that Centurion.
Tango destroyed.
There we go.
Target acquired.
We got a cicada to take out.
Incoming missile.
Target. It's about to go critical. Well done,
Ooh.
Commander. The area is secure.
Alright, there we go. Nice, easy defense mission. Kept our damage to a minimum there. Very successful. Alright, really happy that the loading screen is better both before and after combat. So we're getting loading screens a lot faster here. Oh, one more point and we could have gotten a Centurion. That would have been a really nice mech that I probably would have kept. We'll just keep taking the best salvage here. Call it a day. Pretty smooth mission. We got a nice little return on investment for that particular battle. We got ourselves a locust that we can either put together or probably sell. Alright, we got another mission here. We got multiple missions here. including a campaign mission, which we're going to do either this video or maybe next video, depending on how much time these other missions take. Alright, we got an assassination mission. Now, as I said in earlier videos, one of the things I did in my first run through on MechWarrior 5 is I kind of rushed through it a little bit because I wanted to see the content, I wanted to see the story develop. But now that I've actually seen the story, I'm much more inclined to actually just not take advantage of all these opportunities to maximize our salvage. So we're definitely going to do that here. Make sure we're maximizing our pilot training as well. Alright, so this is a assassination mission. Loading up. While it's loading up, what I like to make sure I understand going into each mission is exactly how much salvage we're going to get. We have 6 shares of salvage, which means we could get a light. So hopefully that will be the case here. This one's taking a little longer to load. One of the things I like to do is go to the home screen, confirm the lance. Sometimes that speeds things up if your loading gets stuck. Looks like that did the trick. So as I said, I've added I probably have 8 mods added to the game right now, and I'm trying to add 1 or 2 each day. As they come out. One of the great things about MechWarrior 5 mod support, as I said, is they give you very effective tools for modding. And the great thing is if you use their system and come up with mods through their program, all of the mods are pretty much stackable. As long as they don't directly conflict, you can put multiple mods on top of each other. You know, it could be anything from changing where the enemy spawns, to realistic weapons mod, to better descriptions of the salvage, to better descriptions of what's available in the store. There's so many mods available right now. And I call this series 5.2 because it does really feel like a new game, especially when they've improved the loading times.
Online. Weapons.
We're really in a situation where we're actually getting some really better gameplay than what we started with when this game first came out. Right, so I'm running a Jagger mech here, as you can see, and the Jagger mech is armed with 2 AC5 BFs, AC10 BFs. So it's got really good firepower, but I only have 200 rounds, so I have to be smart about how I use those rounds. Alright, so let's take a look at the map. Alright, so we have 2 locations that are completely opposed to each other geographically. Go for the first one here because I already see there's a helicopter over there. VTOL. I know it's a VTOL. I kind of think of it as a helicopter. One of the negatives of me using the Jagger mech is my long range ability on those VTOLs is a little limited. So I have to really rely on my lance to jump in and take down those VTOLs for me. Luckily, I've got some pretty advanced pilots who are able to take care of that for me. Alright, hopefully we'll get lucky and the first target will be, in my experience, if they give you an assassination, 2 assassination points, and you're facing one, and you turn around and go for the other, 75% of the time it ends up being the right one.
I got it.
So if there's a assassination target zone that's 180 degrees away from where I'm facing, I go for that one first. Because a lot of the time, that's a way. Didn't work here. Okay, so we can actually just turn around. Let's head for the other point. No reason to engage in engagements over there. That's not where we want to go. Alright, let's actually head this way. This is slightly the longer way around, but then I don't go through an enemy valley, which is a kill zone, and I hate to go through an enemy kill zone unnecessarily. And some of the times you go into those valleys and there's really no way to get around, and you end up backtracking anyways. So sometimes the longer route is the right route, especially on these maps that have lots of canyons and valleys and switchbacks. I wish the map, I wish you could push it twice and it would zoom in a little more and you could get a clearer picture, because sometimes it's not 100% clear about which areas are passable and which ones are not. See, this does not look, no, see that one? That route is not passable. On the map, it looks like it could be, but it's actually not. So now I have to kind of go through here, which is fine. I just wish the map did a better job of illustrating the best paths. That was very, very tricky how they displayed that pass, that valley. I thought it looked like you could actually go through it, but you cannot. So, alright, so this could be the last assassination location. So we're probably looking at multiple targets all in the same area. There's our first one. Hunchback. Since it's a hunchback, let's try to engage at long range as much as we can. Alright, it's the missile, it's the laser build, not the AC build, I think. Nope, it's got an AC on it. Alright, first target's down. Alright, we got enemy reinforcements coming in. Commando, do not walk right in front of me when I'm shooting. It's not in your best interest. in.
Target destroyed.
Alright, good. Good job, everybody. Alright, we should be able to evac here, so let's get out.
Invalid target.
Took a little bit of damage there. I probably could have bailed out earlier, but the reason I didn't was because those spiders should be salvage. And that was the lightest mech I saw. Well, yeah, it's lighter than the Irby. So that was probably our best chance of getting a mech for salvage, is taking out some of those spiders. So, and our Lance was in pretty good shape at that point. Alright, as you can see, the load times are so much faster that you can actually get you can get many more rounds in for an hour, which is great for these videos. I want to show you guys as much action as possible. Now I basically have 2 lances available right now, so what I need to do, unfortunately, yep, see, as you can see, I got a spider, but I don't have enough salvage points for it, which is a little disappointing. Would have been a huge increase in our salvage here if we had gotten that spider. But still, we're getting a decent payout here versus our damage. Alright, let's head out to a industrial hub. There's a hero mech on the market. Might as well go check that out. Never assume that what is on the market in the industrial hub is static, because it does constantly change. Alright, we got a spider. It says it's on the market, but it's not. Interesting.
You put something in my sights, I'm taking it down.
Alright, no pilots that I want here. So let's look at repairs. First of all, let's sell our salvage. We had a locust to sell. Not the most exciting, but we'll take it. Let's clear out what else we have here. I don't need AC5s, so let's sell those. LRM-10-1, we can sell that. Medium lasers, we can sell that. This extra PPC, we can sell that. Alright, I got a whole bunch of jump jets. Let's sell those. Nice little payout there. Not too shabby. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. Alright, so there's a rare mech on the market. Let's go check that out. We got our Griffin. It keeps saying there's rare mechs on the market, and they're not there. Interesting.
Finally! Got something for me, big boss?
Alright, so you actually do have some interesting pilots
You ready to
here.
stop wasting my time?
This guy's a level 20, 39 max. Let's go ahead and hire him because he's already level 26.
I'll be in the hangar.
And one of the things you have to do, and it's hard sometimes to say goodbye to some of your pilots that you've had for a while, but there's no point in holding on to pilots that are not, you're not trying to build up. So I constantly try to clear out pilots that I'm not using. Good rule of thumb is you pick a pilot up, make sure you get rid of at least one. Alright, so there's nothing on the market as far as mechs. Let's see if there's something on the market component wise that we want here. These large lasers, that's an improvement over what I currently have in my inventory, so I'll take 2 of those. These machine guns are cheap enough and they're an upgrade over what I probably have. Ooh, 4 medium lasers. We're going to take those. Those are plus. Those are better than what I have right now. Take a plus PPC just so I have an extra in reserve. These SRM 6s are better than what I had before. We'll grab those. Alright. And what we need to do now is we got to look at our mechs because we're actually we have enough time now. We're actually going to do our next campaign mission. So let's make sure we've got the best we could put on our mechs here. Yeah, I think that's the best we can put on our Jagger mech for right now. Alright, just repair our trebuchet here. Alright, so we can actually upgrade our large laser on our fire starter. This is the K model, so it's actually superior in my mind than what we're looking at here. Let's see. Let's actually upgrade our medium lasers on this one because we're going into a campaign mission, which is usually a pretty steep battle. So let's make sure we have as much firepower as we can here. Nice little upgrade on our fire starter there. Alright, we can upgrade the PPC on this Panther. More we could do on our Centurion. don't need this single heat sink. Can we put the double in the... Yes. So I can put the double in the engine space there. So that's a nice little improvement. Get ourselves a little bit more armor on this bad boy. Nice. Alright, let's look at our H model. Let's see, what can we do here? Let's put the double heat sink. Did it go in? Okay, that one went in. I think the other double heat sink got stripped. There we go. Let's see. Anything we can do firepower wise here? No, I think we're... Oh, we can upgrade the cannon. Little increase there. Not earth shattering, but we're going into a campaign mission, so let's make sure we've got everything we can put into the battle for sure. Alright, and let's head for the campaign mission here. We're going to do this campaign mission, and then we're probably going to close out this video. But we're going to do a bit of a marathon today, so there should be a video available right after this if you want to go to the next mission. So, alright, so let's do the Noble Cause mission here. Max our salvage, max our damage coverage here, alright. Alright, so we're going to engage in a mission for the workers of this company that are apparently being abused. Alright, we've got a tonnage limitation of 200. Alright, we're right at 175. So we can tweak this a little bit. We can take our fire starter. Take our Shadowhawk, and we're going to take our Commando. So that gives us a Jaggermach, Trebuchet, Shadowhawk, and Commando for basically a raid mission. This is a pretty good loadout for a raid mission. Let's see, another thing I can do. Take our other Shadowhawk. That will get us exactly at 200 tons. We're definitely going to be at a disadvantage with VTOLs here, but I think we'll be okay. And we do have a new pilot that I need to break in, so Captain Reed here. It's a level 39. We always want to make sure we're using our highest level pilots to get them as leveled up as possible. View the contract. Trying to remember if we get some sort of a bonus after this mission. It's been a while since I did this mission on the first run through. whether it's some mechs or it's maybe some weapons. Doesn't look like that's the case. So I'm going to be relying on our Shadowhawk tandem here to watch my back along with the commando. And I'll be using the Jagger mech to go in and destroy the facilities, because this is basically a raid mission. Or it might be a destruction mission. Either way, the logic's going to be... one thing I would like is I wish the AI was a little better at attacking the enemy or the primary target when you're on a destruction mission, because usually you have to take in your command mech and make sure you're doing enough damage, because they will always attack mechs or vehicles before they attack buildings. So, alright, get to the mining facility. So I'm pretty sure this is a destruction mission.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems phenomenal.
Yeah, I have to say the logic of the workers are a little flawed.
Master, I've marked on your map the two structures you need to destroy. Take them out along with any enemy forces in the area.
Because it's basically
Good luck.
the workers are hiring you to destroy where they work, hoping for some more money, and it's kind of hard to believe that they're going to get more money if they don't have a place to work anymore. But our mission doesn't necessarily have to make sense.
Target destroyed. Forming on the commander.
Alright, the rest of my lance is getting a little distracted. Need them to form up on me. Theoretically, they're lighter mechs, so they should be able to catch up with me because I'm in this slow Jagger mech. Hopefully they're going to negotiate that valley without too much trouble.
Target acquired.
Coordinating our attack.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Alright, I'm going to rely on the rest of my lance to keep the enemy turrets and vehicles busy so I can focus on taking out our target.
Destroyed.
Tango down.
That's one target down.
Acquired.
Alright, we've got an enemy lance dropping. Including a Shadowhawk, so let's deal with him. Shadowhawks are nasty. Because they've got their primary weapon in the center torso, which you can't just shoot it off of the arm. So we can actually go down this valley to get to the target, I believe. Yep, should be able to go through here. Oh boy, if something looked like a ambush point, I can't think of anything else that would be a better ambush point than this feature on this map.
Target acquired.
Doesn't look like they're going to take advantage of it. Let's push forward.
New target acquired.
Enemy destroyed.
Target down.
Okay, there goes our last target.
That should give the Apex mining cities a pause. And a powerful reason to reflect on just how badly they've been treating their employees. Meet me
Let's
at the
get to that evac zone.
I'm on my way.
Target is down.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
What that should have totally taken out that VTOL there, but it is what it is. I like the fact that the pickup point is exactly where we were
Acquired.
before.
Target destroyed.
Sorry, Commander, I can't attack it.
My lance does not seem
Target acquired. Target
able to
destroyed.
keep up with me. They probably got tied up on a terrain feature,
Like the pickup, Commander.
but that's okay.
Come home.
All right, successful campaign mission. That was a really early campaign mission, but that's fine. Again, I'm trying to focus on really making the most of every opportunity to get salvage and sea bills in this run through instead of rushing through the campaign. I mean, that's what a good mech commander, mercenary pilot commander would do, right? They would be making sure that they get as much as possible Alright, once again, the loading is much better now than it used to be. So we're just going to max salvage. We didn't get a mech out of that. Wouldn't have had enough salvage points anyways to get anything other than a small mech. Alright, relatively low damage for that mission. Alright. Alright, so the miners that we helped are getting some more pay. We got an SRM-4 2, which is an improvement. We got a large laser. And we got some reputation and some sea bills. Not too shabby. Alright, so we got one more mission here. As I said, I want to make sure that I'm clearing out each one of these sections. we got a demolition contract. We're definitely going to take that before we leave. Alright, we're going to go with the B team. So we guys take our Centurion, our Trebuchet, our Panther, and our Firestar. Okay. Why is mission start delayed? Let's see. I'm not sure why. All of our pilots are healthy. Please resolve. Hangar notification pending. Please. Huh. That's a new one. Oh, because we gotta talk to Rihanna. That's what it is. All right, so we gotta talk to Rihanna here. One thing I find a little frustrating. It's not a big deal. It's a small deal. Number one, why is there all this water on the floor of our Leopard? We need to really talk to maintenance about cleaning that up. Someone could slip. I don't need one of my mech warriors to slip and break a leg. Alright, so we gotta talk to Rihanna here.
Hello, Commander. I've just received a transmission from Spears.
Rihanna, Commander. I've been trying to find out more information on Black Inferno as you requested. Based
I'm
on
gonna
several
click
reports
through
from
these
regional
things.
governments, combined with my own intelligence sources, those movements correspond very closely with areas of... Now, I believe the two are connected.
Interesting. I'm hoping we can use that confluence of events to help us track Inferno down. Make them pay for what they did. Right now, though, we need to keep earning money and increasing our combat strength if we hope to win that fight. Our newest contract appears to be the result of Inferno after an Inferno attack inside Marit territory. House Liao is refusing the refuge. Not surprisingly, House Marit is gotten to the pretty sure that'll get their attention. The mission briefing has...
Copy that.
Alright. Alright, so we got a mission there, but right now I want to look at this destruction mission here. Fortunately, it loaded up while we were talking to Rihanna, so no big loss there. It's a pretty straightforward destruction mission, but we are taking our B-Lance. So I'm definitely going to have to focus on destroying the target and hope that everybody else can watch my back.
You've been ordered to destroy the forward operating base at the marked nav point. Prepare for a fight, Commander. But remember, the primary objective remains the destruction of the base itself.
Alright, let's try to stay below the horizon as long as possible. Got a helicopter coming in.
Target acquired.
Alright, let's make this short and sweet.
Target is down.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Target identified. Bring it down. Leave nothing left for them to salvage.
Focus target received, Commander. I got it.
Alright. Got the Lance work on
Target acquired.
that Locust. Again, I wish you could.
To half capacity. Keep going.
I wish you could tell your lance to just attack buildings. When we get to this point, because they have to kind of hang around. Well, they've got targets that they can take out, but it'd be more efficient if we could just tell them to just attack buildings. We're running out of things to smash here.
Target acquired.
You're almost there, Commander. Only 25% of this area remains.
Target destroyed.
Running out of stuff to smash.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Mission complete, Commander.
Right, there we go.
We expect our employer to be very satisfied with this result. Head to the Eva point for extraction.
Finish off this spider. Probably our best chance for some salvage here.
Tango eliminated.
Alright, let's get out of here, everybody. Relatively minor damage, knock on wood.
Target destroyed.
Target destroyed.
Let our lance work on that commando while we go to the evac zone.
Watch out. That mech is going critical. Target destroyed.
Alright, we're getting out of here. Nice quick destruction mission. Not too much damage. Fortunately, I'm not getting charged for damage to my dropship.
Let's get you out of there, Commander. Stand by.
Alright, so this could be the last mission for this video. I was really hoping we would get one of those spiders, but unfortunately it's not meant to be. Fortunately, we got a pretty good payout and we didn't get a lot of damage, so successful mission. So let's head to the, is there another industrial hub? Yeah, technically I could go to this industrial hub. You always want to travel to different industrial hubs make sure that you're exploring it, to make sure that you're not missing out on any opportunities, whether it's for hero mechs or for unique weapons or equipment. Alright, so we got a hero mech there. So let's actually do a travel over there. Alright, we paid some bills. Let's see if this is an interesting hero mech. Cicada. Alright, so this is actually the X. It's not a horrible cicada. For cicada's sake, it's not bad, but there's just really not enough
Ready, sir. Let's get to work.
enough good salvage parts really to justify buying that cicada. Let's go here. We're not going to do any more battles, so if you're here for battles, just go ahead and tap out to the next video. But I want to explore this industrial hub a little bit. See if there aren't some valuable pieces of equipment or mechs that we would be upset if we didn't take the opportunity to look at them. Firestarter.
Ready for mission briefing and drop preparations.
Ooh, all right. So here's some good pilots. So this is exactly why we wanted to do this. So we got level 40, level 42, level 48, level 45. So we're immediately going to hire
Ready for mission briefing and drop preparations.
these two pilots. This alone made
You
it
looking for a
worth it.
dedicated gunner?
And let's see what we got.
You looking for a dedicated gunner?
Right, anybody less than 40 we're going to dismiss right now. Sorry. Them's the breaks. Might keep Reed. No, we're going to dismiss Reed. And then we're going to hire everybody here because there are improvements
You looking for
on
a
our
dedicated
pilots.
gunner? It's an honor to join your company. Let's.
So we did a nice increase on our improvement on our pilots right there. So that's excellent. That alone made that trip worth it. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to alright, so what we're going to do here is we can actually use this industrial hub to work on this area here and this area here. So that's really an ideal location for us to set up some operations. So we're going to bring this video to a close. And go ahead and click on the next video because we're going to jump right back into the action. And we'll see you next time. Please subscribe to our channels, Commando Gaming and Battletech Battles, and we'll see you next episode.